My name is Sarah Watson. My stage name is Serenity, and I have been doing music for over 10 years. I've been working on my album now for about 2 years, and so we're getting ready for that to release. And the album name is Bittersweet, so Serenity Bittersweet, and that will release. It'll be in stores on August 25th, and the actual release party and release date is to be announced at this point. The CD will be for sale for $10. Okay. Well, it all started actually with poetry. I was born in Tennessee. I lived there until I was about 13, and then I moved here to the Tri-Cities. And I started writing poetry in Tennessee when I was about 10. And then I moved here, and I think when I was 14, I read one of my poems with such emotion that it flowed. And so I was like, did I just rap? And I was like, I think I'm a rapper. And that's really where it started from, was poetry and just doing that. And at that point I didn't know what spoken word poetry was, so since it had a little beat to it, I just figured it was rap. And so from there I just started writing raps, and then just started rapping on the streets to anybody that I knew, working with collaborations with other local artists, and took a break for about a year, and then met up with Real Estate Records, who is now producing this album, and that's who I've been working with for the past 2 years. How I feel, what I've gone through, good times, bad times. It's weird because the initial, I guess, theory of the album was going to be turning into Serenity, because Serenity, to me, the name was basically who I wanted to be. That, just that peaceful contentness. I mean, it'll never be there all the time, but that's what I was focusing on. And so I wanted the album to show the struggle in that, but it's weird because through the creation of it, I've turned into Serenity, and so the majority of the album basically just reflects that. There's a song that I wrote for my nieces. There's a motivational song I wrote for women. There's a song I wrote for my girls, for me and my girls, the party song. A little bit of everything for different venues, different areas, so yeah. I think it definitely has its perks. At first I was intimidated. I thought that it was going to be harder to get recognition, that it was going to be harder to go up against all these guys that are in the scene, and really I've gotten a lot of support, and Tri-Cities has shown me a lot of support, fellow artists, venues, so it's been good. I mean, obviously I'm looking to go everywhere and go international hopefully, so keep our fingers crossed. This album, next album. Yeah. We actually just had Beats and Boats on Sunday for Father's Day, and it was really cool. We had other local artists there. We had Theory, Bryson Foster, Alias, and Menace, and Nessie Ness. Yeah, there's quite a few performers there, so it was really good. My next show is in Portland, this Saturday in Portland at the U&I Bar and Grill. The weekend before last I was in Boise, and I actually opened up for Cypress Hill, Be Real of Cypress Hill, and Busy Bone and Bone Thugs, so that was cool. And I think that this past weekend, Father's Day, was my last local event right now that we have booked. My biggest influences would have to be Tupac, Outkast, Jean Grey, Missy Elliott, Pink Floyd, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Beastie Boys. That's basically what I grew up on. Cypress Hill as well, Bone Thugs, and local influences that I've had have been Real Estate Records, Bryson Foster's a big one, Eclectic Approach, Nobody's From Nowhere is a group that has a lot of artists, and so I've learned a lot from them. The Hitmakers Entertainment. Right now we're currently working on a DVD, and the project is underway. It's just basically behind the scenes of going to shows, rapping on the streets, just doing what it takes to get the album out. What I am in need of right now and currently seeking are investors and artist management. So if anybody is interested in that, you can contact me personally at Sarahenity, SARAHENITY at charter.net. Booking information 509-851-8882. No, it's okay. I actually collect debt. I'm a debt collector. That's my 9 to 5. I work Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. So with that and then putting the album together, there hasn't really been much room for Sarah lately. So when I'm Sarah, I'm at home in my PJs, laying on the couch. So yeah, that's well, I'm starting my own business. I've actually started it, Sarahenity Entertainment. Basically, it's for voiceovers, modeling, ghostwriting, public speaking, performing, just any way that I can self-contract myself out, get more into the music industry or entertainment in general. So that's really cool. The website's coming. It's under construction. Some futuristic goals that I have that I think about a lot is maybe doing a fundraiser or actually creating a foundation. It's probably like a 5 to 10 year goal right now, but something that has to do with aiding victims in third world countries of like international sex trafficking or hate crimes, and that's something that I'd really like to get into in the future. So I guess when I'm being Sarah, I'm still being Sarahenity because I'm thinking of everything else that I can do, or that I should do, or that I need to do in the future. So, like I said, there's so many different characteristics in my album. There's music, there's different things. So whatever mood that you're in, I just hope that you can feel it. You can sit back, you can relate to what I'm saying. I talk about shopping at Goodwill, wearing fake jewelry, just who I am and what I'm about. And I think that there's a lot of people that can relate to that. So I think no matter what song you put on, you're going to be able to relate to it in some way. And for people that might not like certain styles of music, there's certain other styles on there. So hopefully everybody will at least be able to feel at least one song on the album with the diversity that we put into it. It's cool. There's always going to be that inner battle or that battle or trying to find that balance, but it's slowly working its way out. It's my dream. It's what I love to do. It's what I've been wanting to do, and so turning into this and doing this more and more is really that's what I'm here for. That's what I wanted to do. So it's slowly coming true, and just being able to get these type of opportunities and everything else is cool. Okay, so my backup plan, basically.
Yeah.
We got one of them too. My backup plan. I've given a lot of great thought to going back to school for doing physical therapy with children. If I wanted to buckle down and actually get a different career. I've thought a lot about doing that. Went to school, went to CBC for a little bit, not too long, didn't get a degree out of it, but it's still open, left it with good grades if I ever need to go back. So, yeah, doing that. I moved to Richland and I went to Chief Joseph, and then when I was 14, we moved to Kennewick, and I graduated from Kamaikan High School. It's all right. Yeah, it was a cool school. Just continue to do it. I think all of us artists go through the same thing even when we have all the support in the world, you go through phases where you're like, is this what I want to do? Am I putting too much into it? Should I be doing something else? Because really, you're chasing your dream by a thread. There's no guarantee, there's no nothing except you chasing your dream. And so just continue to do it. And I struggle with when is that limit, when have I, done too much? And I'm sick of struggling with that. You know what, I'm young, I'm doing my dream, people want to tell me to get an education and that, I need to do something else, and it's just, it's what you feel is right for you. If that's what you want to do what makes you happy, and if music makes you happy, then do music. I do not. I'm currently single, S-I-N-G-L-E, very open to go on dates and anything of that nature, so yeah, haven't really had much time for that, so it's probably why, but yeah, no significant other at this point.
And then lastly, I have to ask, how old are you?
I'm 26. Make sure I just got everybody on here. Real Estate Records, Mo Mill, Poltergeist, Bryson Foster, Rainmaker Studio, Desert Sound Recording Studios, The Hitmakers Entertainment, Studio 64 sponsor my tans and my hair, my girl Amanda Hayes sponsor my makeup. Upcoming artists get sponsors. They work. Yeah. So thank you everybody, and Tri-City Herald and Bethany for coming out and for giving me this opportunity.